A chilling calm just minutes after the crash, the engine still hissing. On board the two trains, hundreds of stunned and petrified commuters. Paramedics run through bushland to get to the dying and injured, clearly shocked as they lay eyes on the wreckage.
366, we have a passenger train into the back of the Indian Pacific.
As a huge emergency operation begins, the passengers escape the wreckage, a makeshift field hospital set up by the tracks.
There was a loud bang. People were thrown forwards and sideways all over the place.
Just suddenly thrown completely backwards right into the wall. Almost knocked myself out.
Seats went flying, people went flying, goods went flying.
Many of the 59 injured were elderly holidaymakers travelling aboard the Indian Pacific from Perth. Grandparents bleeding from deep cuts to the head.
Tables everywhere. Just so frightening.
Suddenly there was an almighty bang. We were thrown forward slightly and all the lights went out.
Those not able to walk seeking a shoulder to lean on. A congested crash site, rescue helicopters unable to land to pick up the critically injured. One by one the passengers were helped from the carriages. When paramedics reached the first car of the interurban train, they found the bodies. Reportedly among the victims, a little boy.
All the injured from both trains have been removed. A number of people are deceased, and they were the ones who were in the front carriage of the interurban train.
It's believed the Indian Pacific had slowed down at the sweeping bend after being warned via radio of a signal failure.
We were just coming through Glenbrook station and we had an announcement over the speakers that there was signal failure. The train would just be creeping along.
The packed peak hour interurban from Lithgow, apparently unaware of the breakdown, slammed into the Indian Pacific from behind. The interstate train's last carriage, a car carrier, sliced through the front City Rail carriage like it was a tin can, almost shearing it in two. It's believed upon realising he couldn't stop in time, the heroic driver of the interurban engaged the brakes and ran down the carriage aisles, screaming to his passengers to hit the deck. It's here the front bogie wheels of the peak hour commuter train lie embedded in the last carriage of the Indian Pacific. The rescue team's toughest job now is to extricate the bodies of those still trapped in the wreckage. The City Rail train still resting precariously on the tracks. It sits derailed and perched at a 45-degree angle. For months, locals have been warning about a potential disaster on this section of track.
Well, everyone in general has been saying about how important it is to have the upgrading of the track done properly through the area.
Inspecting the scene, state and federal MPs and the police commissioner.
And that's why I want to see the commander, just check with him, show him that I'm here for any advice that I can give.
It's expected to take hours to clear the tracks of the wreckage. The priority is to find out what went so terribly wrong. Sean Fewings, 10 News.